From the site of Super Bowl 56, set to be contested this upcoming February, we're at the gorgeous new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Take off with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. Do you think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop that.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Henry's got it out on the left side. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's Herbert. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Third down.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Open man is Golden, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Eckler. And he's he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 7, Raiders 0. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the Las Vegas 1st down.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
30-yard line.
A quick pass out to Aguilar. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Raiders nothing.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They go with Jacobs. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they got out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase them.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a minute, they declined it.
Makes no sense, right? They just gave up a big yardage play, right?
And now it's going to stand. What?
The only thing I can think, someone is mad at their own defense, and they're trying to teach them a really, really crazy lesson.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run the counter. Jackson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Badgley's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And deep in his own territory. He calls up the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, that great field position. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And 1.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run forward. They're going to start him on 4th and 1 as they'll end up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And once more the rugs, this time the catch made. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a 1st down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he will score. Touchdown. We'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay,
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum going. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Throwing again. Carr. That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Eluding the pressure right. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends. Carr keeps it on the sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you use.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The throw complete here to Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll hand off here to Eckler. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Herbert on first down now. Being chased at. Herbert has it knocked free. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
7-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
That is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Forcing the incomplete pass on 4th down and then roughing the passer.
Your offense was ready to roll, ready to get out on the field and take over. Instead, self-inflicted. Now they have to stay on the field and play.
Carr completes it, and he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball.
Now the ball comes loose, and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
2 yards on the pick.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense. defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And loses the football. It's loose. The Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now this window is running back out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Carr able to find Ruggs. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And it is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs there to make the grab. And the Raiders get a score closer. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr to throw again. The quick slant caught. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Raiders 15.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Herbert. We'll get that complete to Reed. This to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And 11.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. To the air again, Herbert. Able to get this to Gordon. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrongs. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 53 yards. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The end result, 21 yards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Well, they've got the momentum here now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Running on first down, Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That's out to the left and complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets them 15 yards.
2-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Once more, here's Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
First down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
On is the punter long here as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second-guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack on 1st down, Carr, and he's going to go down again. Melvin Ingram picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. One final try now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. The Chargers, they're going to continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.